I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Texas is going to beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. No, I don't think this is going to happen. My spider senses are telling me it will. Let's talk about it next. Hey everybody, Brian Davis covering the Texas Longhorns for A to Z Sports. Now look, if you've been following me all season, you know that I have these weird feelings and vibes of what's going to happen. I've been pretty right most of the year, and I really feel like that this is going to be Texas's week. I feel like Saturday is going to be their day, and I feel like the Longhorns are going to get it done in Atlanta. But let me tell you why I feel this way, because I think it's important to understand. Number one, defensive versatility, okay, and defensive physicality. Those are 2 separate things, but they're combined together. I was really impressed against A&M how physical the defense was. We talked about it Saturday night. Mike Elko said they were physically annihilated. Wow, I still cannot believe that came out of an A&M coach's mouth, but he did. And you look at how well Texas played. Yes, that was a given, how physical they were. No doubt about that. But it was who was making the plays, right? It wasn't just Anthony Hill. It wasn't just Jahdae Barron. It was Ethan Burke. It was Vernon Broughton. It was Leonga Lafau. These were guys that they haven't been household names all season long. They stepped up and made some big plays, and I think that has been one of the big keys to the defensive resurgence, is having multiple people up and down the board. Cody Black, JJR, Jelani McDonald in the backfield. We could just go up and down the list of guys that were not being talked about in August and September, now making plays for an extremely physical defense now. Number 1 scoring defense in the SEC, number 1 total defense in the SEC. They've only allowed 4 passing touchdowns. That is tied for the lowest total in America, along with The Ohio State University. All right, key reason number 2, that same physicality we saw on defense, we see it on offense as well. I was super impressed that Kelvin Banks could go down in the first quarter like he did. Trevor Goosby stepped right in, a redshirt freshman who wasn't really highly recruited now. Remember, he wasn't a plug-and-play guy like Kelvin Banks and Jake Majors was. Stepped in, had the highest pass blocking grade of any lineman that played Saturday night. Trevor Goosby, a guy who no one probably had ever really heard of except his parents up until Saturday night at Kyle Field. And the way that the running game is sort of establishing its will has been, frankly, phenomenal. I wrote about this on A to Z Sports, the way that Steve Sarkisian challenged the guys about a month or so ago. Hey, we got to get better running the ball, got to get stronger, got to get more physical. They've done that. They had a 15 running play drive to close out the game against Kentucky, ran the ball down A&M's throat in the second half to close out a win and help paper over a tipped ball that was a pick 6 the other way, and Quinn Ewers' fumble when he slid. Contravion Wisener in the running game really dishing out the physical punishment. And finally, reason number 3, I really do believe in the eye that it's really hard to beat a team twice. You look at what this will be Georgia's 4th straight year in this game. It's been hard. Yes, they did it twice, but it's hard. It's simply hard to do it. And I just think that the way Texas is playing right now, they are a completely different team than what we saw in mid-October at World Memorial Stadium. Quinn Ewers is a little dinged up. He's a little ginger. We're going to find out about his ankle injury, find out more as the week goes on. But I expect him, he'll obviously start and he'll continue to play. I expect to see Arch Manning as well on Saturday. As long as we're on injuries, Kelvin Banks, Sark said that Banks is kind of like Quinn in that we'll have to see how the week progresses. 2 injuries, got to keep an eye out for. Also on Monday, it was announced that Texas will wear the icy whites. They're white uniforms. These guys love wearing the whites. They love going on the road. They've won 11 true road games, which is the longest streak in the nation. This is not, I repeat, not a true road game because it's at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. However, it might as well be a road game. It's going to be a Georgia home game right there in Atlanta, 70 miles from Athens. All the dogs are going to be out, but I expect Longhorn Nation to show up and give them heck as well. It's going to be a fantastic game. We'll talk more about it this week, but I'm just going to go ahead and get it out there. I think Texas is going to get it done this week. Those are my reasons why. Physical defense, multiple players, and lots of good stuff from the running game. And Texas is due. First year in the SEC, they will get it done just like they did in the first year of the brand new Big 12 in 96. So there you go. Already putting it out there. That's all I got for now. A to Z sports.com/Longhorns. I'm Brian Davis. We'll catch you next time.